Gavin Newsom's team did the same thing. In one post, Gavin Newsom calls MAGA Republicans, quote, snowflakes in all caps.
Hey, isn't it funny? All the focus groups and all the politicians and all the polls that were taken to try to deal with Trump, all you had to do was mock him.
Hey, thank you for clicking this video. Just to let you know, this is a clip from my previous live stream that I did. Just want to let you know I go live every Sunday through Thursday at 6:30 p.m. Mountain Time. And if you don't know what time that is, go ahead and Google that so you can meet me and have a conversation on my next stream. Once again, I appreciate you clicking this video. Now let's enjoy the video. All right. Gavin Newsom. Yes, Gavin Newsom. And once again, when it comes to, I guess, liberals, we can have our opinions on that, okay? Like, we as progressives know that they're lukewarm. They're never going to create the policies that will move the needle, at least to where the American people can find a little cushion, a little comfort, okay? Like, people are literally living up to here. Okay, so so once again, when it comes to people like Gavin Newsom, we know about him. But oddly enough, he is getting under Trump's skin. He actually is, which is not easy to do. But there's two sides to this conversation. One, it is okay for Gavin to do what he's doing. I will never be the one to say Gavin and other, progressives cannot and should not fight fire with fire. You will never hear me say that. If you hear me say that, I am joking, because I'm literally the embodiment of fighting fire with fire. Like, that's my superpower sometimes, okay? So I'm not saying what Gavin Newsom is doing with the trolling, with the pictures, with the AI generated pictures, like in a meme post, like, that is okay. That is fine. Do what you got to do. If they go low, we go even lower. Like, that's a new slogan for the Democratic Party. Sometimes you got to punch a bully back to let them know you ain't playing. You ain't that guy or girl to be pushing around, because I'm going to push you too. And if I could, I'm going to push you even harder. Sometimes you got to make that known. I get it. But there's a big old but right there, okay? To what extent is this going to continue? Especially for the Democratic Party and, along with the progressives also. Like, is this going to turn into more of a performative type of entertainment, political atmosphere? Let's see. The band, once again, you said kind of hard to hear you. Once again, and I probably should put like a disclaimer somewhere. This is my first time going live on the YouTube Shorts. So if you're watching on the YouTube Shorts, unfortunately, it's going to be a little hard to hear me. I will get that fixed as soon as possible. But once again, I appreciate you showing up. But at some point, how far is this going to go? Because we already hate politics. We already hate it because people are disingenuous. They don't care about the facts. They don't care about history. And they're already being performative thanks to Trump, essentially. But like, if Gavin Newsom gets popular because of this, then what's stopping every other politician to say, hey, if I want to be popular, if I want to have a chance to win X, Y, and Z, well, shoot, I just got to be a meme generator. I got to post AI pictures. I got to, say all this stupidness on social media. Then, like, what happens? What happens to policy? What happens to what happens to the hard conversations around policies? The thing that actually matters. So that's my question. But once again, like I will never say if they go low, sometimes you got to go a little lower. But we have to understand, like, we can do both. We can chew gum and walk at the same time. I was going to say we could chew, walk, and gum. Trust me. But we can do both at the same time. So I just hope we just don't go off the deep end with this. But let's hear D.L. Hughley and his perspective on this matter.
When I was growing up, my oldest sister, Nisi, she used to bully me. Boy, she would give it to me. She would bully me all the time. I think we're being honest. Most people's first bully wasn't at school. It was in your house. It was your big brother or sister. And she would bully me all the time. And this went on forever. Until one day I started mocking her. I started saying all the things she said, just like she said them, and it drove her crazy. I would mock her all the time. It was my superpower. That is what Gavin Newsom is doing to Donald Trump.
What's going on with those posts on X that are clearly trolling the president? What? Can you just talk about that? Is that like a strategy?
I don't know. I hope it's a wake-up call to the President of the United States. I'm sort of following his example. If you've got issues with what I'm putting out, you sure as hell should have concerns about what he's putting out as president. So to the extent it's gotten some attention, I'm pleased. But I think the deeper question is, how have we allowed the normalization of his tweets through social posts over the course of the last many years to go without similar scrutiny? And
which once again is going to be a repeating talking point, which makes sense. And once again, we already know it's going to be folks like Fox News. It's going to be all these Republicans like, oh my God, oh no, how dare he? Really? You telling me that's your excuse? That's what we're going to go with? Ah, man, I promise you, man, these folks, they don't know better.
Notice.
That is exactly what he's doing. He is mocking him and showing, and it's driving even the reporters. Do you think this is befitting of a governor? You didn't say nothing to the president. He's showing them exactly how. And let's be. If you're looking at those two guys, one looks like a president, one doesn't. One sounds like a president, and one doesn't. We can have all the argument we want about ideological differences. One is articulate and tall and look like a movie star. The other one ain't none of that. And he knows, coming from that dude who looks like that, who's from the place he's from, it hurts even more. It hurts more that you got a guy that's literally mocking you. You can say, oh, California's a failed state. It's the fourth largest economy in the world. California is Oprah, and a lot of these other states are Stedman. America can't do without California, but California can damn sure do without America.
Hey,
isn't it funny? All the focus groups and all the politicians and all the polls that were taken to try to try to deal with Trump, all you had to do was mock him.
Well, I think you should start with Shreveport, Louisiana, in Speaker Johnson's district that has 6+ times the per capita murder rate of Nancy Pelosi, San Francisco. What about the carnage, Mr. President, in Shreveport? Why aren't you protecting the folks there? 8 of the top 10 murder states in this country, red states. What bullshit. And everyone knows it. Everybody knows it. Again, it's acts of authoritarianism. It's acts of power on a person that is trying to use his its formal authority, and it's depleting. And it's weak. It's increasingly weak, and it's increasingly desperate. And that's why it's important for us at this moment to meet him head on, not just rhetorically, but through substantive counteractions. And that's what we're doing in California with this ballot initiative.
Mock him. You know, if you can't beat him, be him.
Once again, DL with the facts. If you can't beat him, then be him. And fortunately enough, that will beat him. And once again, like DL said, like, we can talk about Gavin Newsom. We can talk about his lukewarm policies. We can do that all day. But we understand that Trump is a threat. Once again, we can say what we want about the liberals, someone like Gavin Newsom. Gavin Newsom wouldn't do a quarter of the things that Trump is doing. So if I have to sit here and say, hey, good job, Gavin Newsom, I'm going to say good job, Gavin Newsom. That's simple. You see what I'm saying? In these individuals who are going to gerrymander their own Democratic states, do it. That's what we need. We can't allow these individuals to continue to break every rule or break every norm just because they feel like it. And just like the Bond said, he said the Democrats always want to take the high road. What Newsom is doing and what Crockett does, they will stand alone. Once again, you have to let the American people know you are willing to speak up and speak out. Be genuine. Don't be weird like Nancy Pelosi and like don't be weird about it, okay? But if you got that fire in you, let the people see that. And that is what people want, is a genuine politician. Now let's go to something Fox News. I don't know. It's not Fox News. This is MSNBC, and see what they got to say.
As the state of California responds to and fights back against the blatant political power grab in Texas with its own redistricting effort.
Hey, let me see. Zero, it's really hard to see your name, but hey, you are watching on Twitch. I appreciate you. Once again, you said I'm not a fan of Newsom in general, but his latest tweets have been pretty effing entertaining. LOL. Once again, if that's what you have to do to kind of level the playing field, I guess you could say, then do it. But be funny, and we're going to see some examples right here.
That state's Governor Gavin Newsom is fighting for a different kind of power in today's political landscape. Attention. Newsom's press office for the past week and a half has been flooding the zone by flooding social media posts with posts that mimic Donald Trump's style and doing what no Democrat has tried for the last 9 years in dealing with Donald Trump. Beating Donald Trump at his own game. Since Donald Trump posted a fake Time magazine cover of himself as
right
king,
there.
Gavin Newsom's team did the same thing. In one post, Gavin Newsom calls MAGA Republicans, quote, snowflakes in all caps. In another, he says this, quote, Donald is finished. He is no longer hot. First the hands, so tiny, and now me, Gavin C. Newsom, have taken away his step. Many are saying he can't even do the big stairs on Air Force One anymore, uses the little baby stairs now. Sad, referring to a picture of Donald Trump alongside Vladimir Putin. He just wrote, vaxxed, and Newsom has already captured the visual style of the...
This one here, this is like number 2. But this right here, once again, as black folks, we can have so many problems with this with this picture here in general. But the point is, it's supposed to mock Trump, and it works. Like, it's funny, and just like Zero said over at Twitch, can't believe it took 9 years. And I blame that on the old Democrats. They're stuck in their old, like, like, just, hey, can we just like play nice, please? Can we just get along? Like, no, you can't do that when they're trying to actively destroy our country. No. And at the very least, make fun of these people. At the very least.
To Central Trump post. There's the retweet of buff Gavin Newsom holding an American flag, or maybe the real winner, a portrait of himself surrounded by Kid Rock, Tucker Carlson, and Hulk Hogan.
Hey, now, I'm not a betting man. I done told y'all, if I try to bet on anything, it's a good chance I'm gonna lose, okay? But if you force me to bet, this right here is what got under his skin. This is going to make, or this is what made them mad. You got Kid Rock. You got Tucker Carlson with 3 Ks, okay? That Tucker Carlson, okay? And you have Hulk Hogan, who passed away as an now, once again, I don't know if hey, I'm not God, okay? That's not in that's above my pay grade. But laying hands on Newsom, this right here is gold. This right here can make Newsom popular because it's funny and it's relatable. Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Newsom's social media campaign is clearly getting under the skin of many on the right.
I don't know what he's trying to do, but it comes across as childish. And you're the governor of the biggest state in the union. What are you doing?
This is a sitting governor. Those are Congress people. And it feels like we're watching a summer camp skit. We're watching slam poetry. We're watching these attention seekers that are just so wrapped up in clickbait, and they are supposed to be governing.
They're supposed to be governing. You're mad at Newsom for just doing this in the past week. Hell, let's just say 2 weeks to be comfortable, okay? You're mad at Newsom for doing this in the past 2 weeks. But Trump himself has been doing this the past 10 years. What are we doing? How can anyone sit here and watch Fox News and take them seriously at this point? How? And this is why I say people who purposely watch Fox News to learn something are dumb as hell. I gotta say, okay? I try not to label people like that. I'm trying to be better, okay? God, Jesus is working on me every day, okay? But it's hard not to call Fox News viewers dumb as hell because they're going to repeat this. They're going to be mad at Newsom. Oh man, how could he do this? Doesn't he have crime to stop? Doesn't he have a job to do? Well, damn, what about our president? Dude is selling golden shoes, a golden watch, a golden cell phone. He made billions off of cryptocurrency. He made a Trump Bible. And you telling me you mad at this here, wherever you're watching? Hey, if that's your talking point, do not ever waste your time talking to me. I'm going to be the most rudest person to you ever. Ever, ever, ever. If you don't like black folks now, come talk to me and bring this talking point to me. I will make sure you don't like black folks. I'm just saying. Don't waste my time bringing this whack talking point to me. Don't do that.
Hypocrisy is dying a sad and tragic death right now. Say the anchors from the network that paid $800 million for their lies. Now, if the hypocrisy in all of this isn't clear enough, if it doesn't smack you on the side of the head, here's what podcaster and radio host Charlemagne the God had to say about Fox News' reaction there.
Have you ever told the 45th and 47th President of the United States of America to stop? Have you ever told the 45th and 47th President of the United States of America that they need to be more serious, to act like it's cool when Trump do it, but it's a problem when Gavin does it? Knock it off.
Knock it off. Knock it off. But I swear, these people are such cowards, even if they had a fly on their eyelid, they wouldn't knock it off. So I'm just saying, like, these people are like mentally, clinically, something is wrong in their head. And I'm not a doctor, once again, don't quote me, but I'm just saying something has to be wrong in their head for them to really be upset at this. Only dummies will believe that. I'm just saying, you got to be dumb as a bag of bricks. I'm saying.
It's good for the goose. You know how that goes. Joining our coverage, Democratic Congressman Eric Swalwell of California, Matt Nally.
All right, and we're not going to watch that because they are not entertaining. Okay, I'm sorry, they're not entertaining. But once again, I would never say what Newsom is doing is bad or destructive go for it, especially in this time now. Like, that is like how you get traction. And maybe, like, you know, like if Newsom does this right, once again, I don't want to support a liberal, but at this point, like, if that's all that we got, damn it, I'm sorry, okay? Like, I vote strategically, okay? But if he does this right, if this is how he can get people to listen, this is how you get people to listen. And then at the end, you know, at the end of this, you know, LOL train, bring them to some policy. And if Gavin Newsom can do it right, hell, man, like, have some good policies, man. Once again, I'm not going to hold my breath. I know there's going to be some lukewarm. You know he's going to run for president. And you know it's going to be some lukewarm stuff. But at this moment, damn, man, we just need to get out of the gutter right now. We are minusing as a country. So, hey, Gavin Newsom, keep doing a good job.
See how you doing the pressure. I've been wanting this shit forever. I've been in the field with whatever they throw at me. Brush it off, pick myself up, moving on to the better. Ain't no errors, baby, it's a new era. I wake up early, feeling rich like I'm Kesha. I get to the paper, boy. Extra. Fuck with me.